seats for Worldwise. Hi, and welcome once again to Worldwise. We're about to enter the second stage of our round-the-world fight for the ultimate prize of becoming Worldwise. The contestants we're about to meet are both winners, but only one will go through to the next round. So before we start to race, let's meet this week's travellers. Starting with our red contestant, your name, please?
Aleks Mitov.
Welcome back. Aleks, how old are you?
13.
And where are you from again?
Benton Danes, London.
And your hobbies?
Collecting things in sport.
Right, when you were last here, you weren't able to go Worldwise, but you did pick up a rather nice prize. What was that?
Binoculars.
That's right, because you went to one of our duty-free shops,
Yeah.
didn't you? Good luck. And our blue contestant is?
Russell Hickman.
And how old are you?
13.
You're from?
Budmouth in Weymouth.
And what hobbies have you?
I like swimming and badminton.
Right. Now, you won your round, of course. You didn't actually manage to stop at a duty-free shop. I think that was probably just tactics you were playing. Do you feel very confident about today's game?
Yeah, a bit.
Well, good luck to you as well. Our contestants this week will be starting in Madrid, the home of one of the largest botanical gardens in the world. And your duty-free cities are Tomsk in Siberia and Santiago down in Chile. And onwards we go now into round one. Round one, as always, is on the buzzer with contestants answering general questions. So let's get straight into it, shall we? Question number one. From which ancient Italian city do the ornamental boats called gondolas come? Russell?
Venice.
Venice, where the streets are full of water, of course. Right, from Madrid, let's see your travel options. And they are London, the Azores, Dakar, or Cairo.
Cairo, please.
Down to Cairo, and off you go. Across the continent. If a German said Auf Wiedersehen to you, Aleks?
Goodbye.
Yes, what would it be? Goodbye or be seeing you. So let's remind ourselves once again of the travel options from Madrid. You can fly to London, the Azores, Dakar, or using your emergency visa, Cairo.
Azores, please.
You want to go to the Azores, so you're heading out the other way. This would be an interesting contest. At which battle off the coast of Spain was Admiral Nelson killed in 18... Yes, Russell?
Trafalgar.
Trafalgar, 1805 is when that battle took place. So your travel options from Cairo are back to Madrid, Warsaw, Tehran, or Aden.
Tehran, please.
To Tehran, off you go. Remembering that you have to cross our international date line, go off the edge of the map and come back on the other side, and also the equator. In the USA, apart from New York, there are 3 states beginning with new. Can you name just one of them? Russell?
New Orleans.
That's not a state, it's a city. What about you, Aleks?
No.
No idea? New Hampshire, New Jersey, and New Mexico are all states beginning with new. What do American car drivers call the liquid fuel for their cars? Russell?
Gasoline.
That's right. We call it petroleum. They call it gas or gasoline. From Tehran, then, in Iran, you can go to Poland, to Warsaw, to India, to Bombay, back to Cairo, or on to Tashkent.
Tashkent, please.
Tashkent is yours. There you go. Moving ever eastwards. What was special in mythology about the white horse called Pegasus? Aleks?
No.
No idea. Russell?
It had wings, it could fly.
He could fly, that's right, he had wings. Okay, Russell, let's see what your travel options are. From Tashkent, Tehran, Bombay, look at that, a duty-free place available to you in Siberia there, or Peking.
Tomsk, please.
Tomsk is that duty-free place. Well done. You may not have won yourself a duty-free prize last time, but this time you've picked yourself up a mini keyboard. There it is. Well done. Right then, which country was called Caledonia by the Romans? Aleks?
Scotland.
Scotland. It's part of the British Isles as well. Scotland. Well interrupted. Right then, from the Azores, your travel options are back to Madrid, to Bermuda, Newfoundland in the east of Canada, or Dakar.
Bermuda, please.
Bermuda, right. For many, it's a holiday resort just off the coast of the United States. How many squares are there on a chessboard? Aleks again.
64.
64, right. It's 8 by 8. Well done. From Bermuda now, you can travel to Newfoundland, that's up again, Caracas, New York, or back to the Azores.
Caracas, please.
You want to go down to Caracas, close to the equator? And there you are in the capital of Venezuela. Right, which red animal is shown on the national flag of Wales? Aleks?
A dragon.
A dragon, even though it never existed, so well interrupted again, a dragon. From Caracas then, in the north of South America, you can travel back to Bermuda or down to Lima, off to the Galapagos Islands in the ocean, or across down to Rio.
Lima, please.
Lima you want to go. All right, almost directly south, which means you cross the equator. And that's the end of round one. And at the end of that round, Aleks is in Lima. He's crossed the equator just then. He has yet to cross the date line. He hasn't used his visa, and he has made 4 flights. Russell is in Tomsk in his duty-free shop. He has yet to cross the equator and the date line. He's not used his visa, and he too has made 4 flights. So both Russell and Aleks are really even Stevens. And now on to round 2. And for this round, we're going to play the packing game. Now, imagine you have unexpectedly won a seaside holiday and your impatient cab driver is waiting to take you to the airport. You don't have much time to pack and you must do so as quickly as possible. So squeeze as much as you can into your trunk and get that lid closed. You only have 90 seconds before that taxi leaves, so if you're ready, get packing. Just 1 minute left. You've got to break down all those articles so they fit comfortably into that case because you must be able to shut the lid afterwards. 45 seconds. "30 seconds. Get a move on, you've got to deflate those articles. Just 15 seconds left now. Clock is now working against you, just 5 seconds. Right, travelers, that's the end of the game. Get those lids closed, please. You must be able to close the lids and then get back to your pods. Right then, my computer tells me that, Russell, you were able to pack away 5 items in your case. Aleks, you packed away 7. Aleks, you won that game. So that means you've got yourself a couple of free flights, and Russell, you've got yourself 1. Aleks, you're in Lima, and your flight options from Lima are Rio de Janeiro, the Galapagos Islands. Look, there's a duty-free shop there, Santiago in Chile, or back to Caracas.
Santiago, please.
Santiago is where you want to go. That means you've just picked yourself up a disc camera. Well done. Right then, Russell, you're in Tomsk. Let's see your flight options now. Just 3 from Tomsk. Tashkent, you can go back there, or on to Peking or Moscow.
Peking, please.
You want to go to Peking, right across Asia to the capital of China. Right then, Aleks, you have another flight option from Santiago. Your options are, and again, just 3 from here, Rio, Tahiti, or Lima.
Tahiti, please.
Tahiti is where you want to go, and so you shall. Getting very close to that international dateline, which obviously you want to cross. And that means at the end of that round, Aleks in Tahiti has crossed the equator, has not yet crossed the dateline, hasn't used his visa, and has made 6 flights. Russell is in Peking. He hasn't crossed the equator yet, or the dateline. He's not used his visa, and he has made 5 flights. That means at this point, Aleks, you are our leader. And now it's on to round 3. Well, as I'm sure you know by now, in round 3, our contestants watch an in-flight movie and then answer questions based on what they've just seen and heard, earning free flights for each correct answer. Now then, in this film, the 2 boys in our next movie live in Thailand and have more responsibilities than most, as we will see, because they are orphans. Nang and Nakorn live in the village of Dunmai in the rice fields of eastern Thailand. In March, the winds are strong from the northeast, and they will be able to fly their homemade kite. After school, they go fishing in a pond using a simple net. Their friends are using a basket trap. In May, the monsoon winds will bring heavy rain, which is much needed for the rice fields. All the houses, which are built on stilts, must have a good luck charm attached to its first post. They use mainly bamboo for the framework. Nang has a job straightening nails. When you are not rich, you don't waste anything. In the evening, it is Nang's job to prepare the fire to cook lizards for supper. Opening and gutting lizards is rather like preparing fish. Lizard fryers are made from bamboo split into a pair of tongs and secured with a piece of twine once the lizards have been inserted. Nang and Nakorn get up early on Sundays, have a shower, and set off to perform a special task. They are taking an offering of their food to the local Buddhist monks. The religion of Thailand is Buddhism, and the monks, who wear saffron-colored robes, live in temples and rely on the Thai people to provide them with their meals. Nang is 14 next year, and he will proudly shave his head and become a novice monk for a while, as all Buddhist boys do. Okay, that's the film. Here come the questions. 3 to each of you. Russell, we'll start with you. What are the boys getting ready at the start of the film?
Fish, lizards.
No, the answer was their airplane, kite. They were doing a kite. Aleks, to you, when do the boys go fishing?
After school.
After school, and they do so in the nearby pond. Right, from Tahiti, let's see your travel options. And they are back to Santiago, or on to Auckland, the Galapagos Islands, or Darwin.
Darwin, please.
To Darwin, so you've crossed the international date line, and there you are in the north of Australia. Russell, what winds bring heavy rain to the area?
Monsoons.
Monsoon, right, the monsoon winds do. From Peking now, your travel options are these. Either back to Tashkent or Tomsk, or on to Tokyo, or down to Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, please.
Hong Kong, heading for the equator. What is attached to the first bamboo post of each new house?
A luck charm.
That's right, a good luck charm. So then, Aleks, from Darwin now, you can fly to Hong Kong using your visa, or Singapore, Sydney, or back to Tahiti.
Singapore, please.
To Singapore. Looks like you two are about to meet. What is Nang's job when building a house, Russell?
Straightening nails.
That's right, he straightens nails. So from Hong Kong now, your options are these: Bombay to Singapore using your visa, back to Peking, or Tokyo.
Tokyo, please.
You want to go to Tokyo. So you're heading north and staying away from Aleks. Okay then, Aleks, what will Nang do next year in order to become a novice monk?
To shave his head.
He'll shave his head. Right, from Singapore now, your options are these: into Hong Kong with a visa, back to Darwin, onto the Seychelles, or Bombay.
Bombay, please.
Down to Bombay, right. See that connection. Right, that's the end of that round. Aleks, you're in Bombay. You've crossed the equator and the date line. You've not used your visa, and you have made 9 flights. Russell, you're in Tokyo. You haven't crossed the equator or the date line yet. You haven't used your visa, and you have made 7 flights. That means at the end of round 3, Aleks is still in the lead. And so it's on to round 4. Now, round 4 is your last chance to make it home, and fingers crossed, go Worldwise. We're back on the buzzers for this quick-fire round. It's the final round in the game. No need to hesitate, certainly no time to do so. Let's get into the questions then. Question 1 is this: which animal has varieties called brown, Kodiak, grizzly, and Russell?
Bear.
Polar bear, right. From Tokyo then. Your options are these: back to Hong Kong, onto Anchorage, or Peking, or Sydney.
Anchorage, please.
You want to go to Anchorage in Alaska, and you have crossed that date line as well. In which musical film about gangsters were all the parts played by children? Aleks?
West Side Story.
No. Russell?
Bugsy Malone.
Bugsy Malone, that famous film. Right, Anchorage is where you are, and your options are Vancouver, Tokyo, Winnipeg, or Hawaii.
Winnipeg, please.
You want to go to Winnipeg. All right, that's quite a trip, and we can see you making it there. For what purpose do Chinese people use woks? Aleks?
To cook their food in.
That's right, for cooking as a sort of saucepan. Right, from Bombay then, you can travel to Tashkent using your visa, or back to Singapore, of course, on to Aden or the Seychelles.
Aden, please.
You want to go to Aden. And off you are in the Middle East. Who wrote the popular books based on the diaries of someone who begins... Aleks?
Sue Townsend.
Well interrupted. Sue Townsend is the right answer. The question was, I hardly began it, who wrote the popular books based on the diaries of someone who begins by being 13 3/4? I was talking about Adrian Mole. Sue Townsend is the right answer. From Aden then, your options are these: Tehran, Nairobi, Bombay, or the Seychelles.
Nairobi, please.
Right, looking for a route somehow back to Madrid. Nairobi. What do the letters PG stand for when used... Again, Aleks.
No.
Going to give up on that one? All right, Russell, this is your question now. What do the letters PG stand for when used by the Board of Film Censors to classify a film?
Parent guidance.
Parental guidance. Children need their parents' approval to see the film. You're right. Winnipeg is where you are. Let's see if you can get across the Atlantic now. Newfoundland, back to Vancouver, down to New York, or across to Los Angeles are your options.
New York, please.
You want to go to New York. Right. Remember, you have to cross the equator at some point. So you're heading south and also east. For doing what did Rudolf Nureyev and Mikhail Baryshnikov become well known? Russell.
Was it playing chess?
No, good answer. Not the right one. Nice try. Alex?
No.
Ballet dancing. Which extremely small state is completely contained in the city of Rome and is the Pope's residence? Russell?
Vatican City.
The Vatican is correct. Okay, from New York, you're looking for a way across the ocean and also south across the equator. Newfoundland, Caracas and Bermuda available with your visa, or back to Winnipeg?
Newfoundland, please.
You want to go to Newfoundland? Oh, you're heading north. Okay. Which garden vegetable may be attacked by the Colorado beetle and has a variety? Russell?
Potato.
Right, it has a variety called King Edward. Potato is the right answer. So from Newfoundland, let's look at your tactics here. You can go back to New York or Winnipeg, or, using your visa, go to Bermuda or the Azores.
I have to go to the Azores.
Right. Okay, across to the Azores, that means you cannot use that visa again. Who pulled a sword called Excalibur out of a stone? Alex?
King Arthur.
Right, to become king. King Arthur certainly did. From Nairobi now, let's see your flight options. They are Khartoum, Cape Town, Lagos, or the Seychelles.
Cartoon, please.
You want to go to Khartoum, heading north. What is the long chain of mountains in the western United States? Alex?
The Rockies.
Right, it goes right through the United States and Canada. A range of mountains that make them sound rather shaky was the full question, so well interrupted. The Rocky Mountains is right. Khartoum now. On to Dakar, Nairobi, Tehran, or Cairo. Where would you like to go?
Cairo,
You
please.
want to go to Cairo. Okay. That may help you yet. Which password did Ali Baba use to get into the cave of the... Alex?
Open Sesame.
Open Sesame. The cave of the 40 Thieves is right. From Cairo now, you can go to Madrid and become Worldwise, or Warsaw, Tehran, or Aden are available to you.
Madrid, please.
Madrid is the place. Congratulations, you've won the game. You're Worldwise. Well played, Alex. Well, Russell, it was a well-fought game. I hope you enjoyed being with us today. We left you in the Azores. That's where we're leaving you. Meant to be a nice place to go at this time of year. You didn't cross the equator. You did cross the date line. You had to use your emergency visa, and you made 12 flights. You also picked yourself up a mini keyboard by shopping in our duty-free shop, and you've won yourself a Worldwise travel bag full of goodies to take on your next holiday. Thanks for being with us, Russell. Alex, you won the game. You went Worldwise. You also won yourself a disc camera by going to one of our duty-free shops. And because you were Worldwise, you also won yourself a mini computer. You went back to Madrid, you crossed the equator and the date line. You had to use your visa, but you made 14 successful flights. That means we'll be seeing you again in the semi-finals. Well done, Alex. Well, that completes the last quarterfinal. Next week, watch as our winners race across the map in a bid to arrive at the final. Now, who will be the travelers to continue their journey? Join me next week in the semi-finals of Worldwise.